They used to say a Briton's home is his castle. Well, it doesn't appear so in Scotland if Humza Yousaf and the SNP get their way. Now, this has to get thrown out. There is no question this has to get thrown out, because if this came in, then, you know, this would actually be worse than in Russia. There would be more free speech in Russia than there would be in Scotland if Yousaf's bill came in. So we have to appeal to all of the MSPs in the Labour and Lib Dem camps, as well as the Tories, to vote against it and to argue strongly to get this out of the bill. To get it out of the bill. In fact, the whole bill actually should be ditched. But politically, of course, we know that's a big ask. And the SNP are very keen to get it through before next Holyrood's election. So it's on the statute book, come what may. But really, there's so much of that bill just needs to be swept away. And we have hope that so much of it will be swept away. Not just this idea of the dinner table convictions, but also other things such as protected characteristics. Now, a protected characteristic is they list them all. We're not going to list them all, but if you fall into one of those categories, and if somebody says something against you, then the penalty is harsher because it was you that they said it against. And this is absolutely crazy, because it's saying that some people's opinions and sensitivities and rights are more protected than others. And the idea of protected characteristics came in with a Westminster Act. Now, I'll need to check up on the dates of that, but they want to bring it in Scotland for this matter. And very few people have the nerve these days to argue against protected characteristics, to say that it's an unlawful and an illegitimate legal form. Very few people will do that now. It's one of these things that has become sort of established with time, but it still is wrong. Just as it was wrong, I think it was in the 80s, it's wrong today. And very few people say that. We say it. We said it in our submission to the Justice so-called committee's research on the matter, and we'll put that up. We wrote it in an article, Free Speech for Scots. That's up on our website. We'll put that up there in the link. We said that protected characteristics was completely a wrong legal concept. Somebody else has also said that. We're pleased to see an academic called Carlton Brick has written an article on this as well, which we'll also put it up. And he sums it up very well. He says, by introducing so-called protected characteristics, the Scottish administration plans to allow the courts to punish alleged hate crimes more severely than other offences. Their argument that offences committed against victims who identify with these characteristics should be punished much more severely than an offence committed against someone who does not have them threatens to undermine the right of citizens to be treated equally before the law. Amen to that. Amen to that. It's an absurd legal concept, and it needs to get in the bin. And who among us will say that politically? That's the question. And when you find the answer, please tell us.